What's good, Rangers? It's your boy Rain, and today we're going to be watching, reacting, and reviewing the 2017 film Dunkirk. Now, I've never seen this movie before, but I'm really excited to watch it. I told myself, all these war movies I've never seen before, I'm bringing it out here first on YouTube so you guys can see my reaction, because I love watching other people's reactions. And for these movies in particular, I've been dying to watch it, been having it in my queue whenever they're on Netflix or whatever streaming service, but I've held myself firm on not watching it until now. I just finished Full Metal Jacket, Fury, Hacksaw Ridge, and now it's time for Dunkirk. I learned my lesson with Hacksaw Ridge in the sense that before I was searching IMDb right before watching the movie just so I can get an idea of the genres these movies are categorized under. My thinking is that I watch so many movies, but I don't know what category they're under, so I can't really pinpoint what type of movies I like per se. I have an idea. I like to think romance dramas are my favorite movies, and I really like thriller movies, as I'm learning as of recent in terms of knowing that's a category. I didn't know that was a category until like probably the past year. So those are the types of genres I think I like a lot, but and of course comedy. But I never really know for sure because I never really look at the genres. So that's what my intention was before Hacksaw Ridge, and in me doing that, I read just from my peripheral, and I'm a fast enough reader to read that one damn sentence to see that the movie was based on a guy not shooting a single bullet. And so I don't know how much of a spoiler that might be for you guys, but for me, as someone who loves to go into movies blind, not watching the trailers, not knowing what it's about, and sometimes I even don't even like knowing who's in the movie, unless it's just like a blockbuster and I just see it from a poster or something like that, then it's not really the biggest deal to me. But essentially, as someone who loves to watch movies blind, but that kind of sounds wrong, as someone who likes to go into movies blind, it pissed me off seeing that spoiler, because that's information that I found would have been great to learn from actually watching the film. That being said, I learned my lesson. I'm just gonna look up IMDb after watching the movie to get an idea of what category they belong to. And so with that being said, I have no idea what this movie's about. I have no idea who's in it. Have no idea what genre it is. So I haven't seen the trailer. I'm probably gonna say this spiel for every single one of my videos, but for those who, if this is your first video watching from me, I don't watch trailers because I feel like nowadays they give away way too much information. If you really look at the trailer, like half the time, a lot of the best parts of the movies or like the plot of the movie is just being spoiled. And I missed out the days where trailers weren't as revealing, or like they would put a trailer out and there would be like false scenes in the trailer that aren't actually in the real movie, and I miss those days. And I feel like, granted, I don't know if those days are even back because I don't watch trailers anymore, but there was a point in time where I felt like I would go to the movies and I would see the exact same thing I saw in a trailer, and I was like, wait, that I already seen that before. Why is it? And it would be like a crucial part of the movie, in my opinion. So I stopped watching trailers, so I have no idea if they're better now. If you love watching movies as much as I do, you get energized by watching other people's reactions, or if you just want to show me your support, highly recommend you subscribe to my channel, as I have over 700 movies I'm planning on reacting to. I just need your help. Tell me which movies to prioritize. And if you're really enjoying my reactions, I highly recommend you check out my Patreon link down below, where you can see my full-length reaction to these movies. More to discuss at the end, but for now, let's lay back, kick our feet up, maybe grab some popcorn, and let's get into it. Dunkirk. Let's get it. Letters falling from the sky. But these colors look rich. And French and armies to the sea. We surround you. Oh, I read the part right. Trapped at Dunkirk, they await their fate. Hoping for deliverance. I feel like they could have like added more wording there like that. There's no point in that, honestly. For a miracle. Bro, at that point, why even... Oh, Gonyo. Oh. Who getting it popping? Oh, they running away. Oh, they ain't in the field for real. Oh, they didn't even bother like you know, you can shoot through the fence, right? Like, why? Oh wow, he's really gonna go crouch right through the... Okay, yep, and they shoot through the fence. Yep, okay. He's like an amateur or something. How's he not dead? All right, let's be for real. Not. Imagine they clap him. Is he capping? Is he on the other side? Like, oh, he abandoned them too. Yeah, I could totally see like IMDb spoiling this, like in a sentence, like saying he's like a newcomer or something. I don't know. I'm confused. You guys have all these people, and only a select few getting it clapping over there. Oh sure, I forgot to put in my thing for my braces. Pardon me. So now if I sound a little weird, it's because I just put it in pause. Not pause as in the movie. I mean pause as in no diddy. My bad. Yeah, I did not expect him taking a dump. Thought he was gonna take a piss. The guy's like, yeah, I'm over here digging a hole so I can take a dump, and you're here just taking a dump in the freaking open sand. Can I help you take a dump? Oh, that took a turn. I got like the wire poking me in the back of my braces, and it's like stabbing my cheek. So he went to help him by moving a handful of sand and drinking his water, and that was it. Are you kidding me? Is he gonna die? Oh.
It's Grenadiers, mate.
Ship's about to leave.
The mole. 1 week. Should I say like week 1? I'm trying to think in my head like 1 week. He's gonna die. They do with the gun. Watch. Yeah. If we being for real, I mean, a lot of this happens so fast, so I feel like I'd be judging when I shouldn't. But if you see like the bombs dropping in a straight line, and like each one gets closer to you, why wouldn't you just get your ass up and run a little further up? And then they continue like nothing happened. That's crazy.
Where's the bloody Air Force?
Yeah, my braces are pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to look after this movie to see if they gave me any rubber things or something to stick on the back. Pause. I mean, no diddy. Sorry. The sea, one day. I feel like this is not proper English.
The Navy's requisitioned her. But Dad wants to be ready before then. Some men across the channel at Dunkirk need taking off.
The air. 1 hour. I feel like I'm starting to see how it's gonna come together. I think I know that guy. He's a big actor, right?
70 gallons.
Yeah, I know him. I forget his name though.
68 gallons.
Well, I never really knew his name to begin with, but wait, that's not who I expected it was. Never mind. Oop, take it back.
Understood. Vector 128 Angels point 5.
Oh wait, that's him right there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Imagine when some of them are just sleeping. Where's homie from Hacksaw Ridge when you need him? That cannot be a comfortable ride. Let me stamina gotta be impressive to be in this. I used to have pretty good stamina when I was in high school.
It's a British ship. No, you have your lunch. It's a British ship. Get back. Go. Along the moat. About to leave. Along the moat, all the way.
So is there multiple countries right here? Like allies or something?
Ready on the stern!
I'm wondering if homie would have even been on time if he wasn't carrying that guy. Looked like he was running late to begin with. So I don't think he would have been able to run that much faster without him.
That's 2 minutes. You've missed it.
So this is a pretty slow start of the movie, if I must say so myself. But I feel like it's gonna make sense.
Is that the last one? I see. Break the line.
I'm wondering if like people are like viewing their own lives as more important than that guy that they're carrying. Like I wouldn't be surprised if some of them are like, bro, like that guy's basically dead. Like he's not taking my spot. Okay, I feel like they're supposed to be hiding something, but it's not entirely clear. Like I feel like they're doing something that they don't want them to see.
Dunkirk so far. Why can't they just load at Cali?
Even peeled, they'll come out of the sun.
Yeah, them dudes are slow as hell. The fact that they caught up, or they're about to catch up.
Ready on the stern line, George.
Aren't you waiting on the Navy?
Under, Captain.
Thanks for the help, George. What are you doing? You do know where we're going.
Into war, George.
I hope they explain all this.
He's on me!
With the sun glaring, that must be intense. They need to put that man in Top Gun school.
Well, you two, let's shift on.
Back up the line. Off you go. That last
This man got a leading role and he probably only said like two words this whole time. Yeah, because no one's gonna see that, right?
Mr. Dorset!
One of ours, George.
Imagine dying at sea. That must be scary as hell. I wonder if it's like for these types of aircrafts, like once you run out of bullets, you run out, because it doesn't seem like there's a way to replenish your ammo. Blick him, blick him. Is he going down?
Is he down?
Ooh. Yeah, it turned up. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, he's down for the count.
Ooh. Oh.
For this leader, one bandit down. For this leader, do you read?
I'm gonna say he like it's walking it off, basically.
I have you on my port. I have no eyes on for this leader.
Understood, for this one.
So the third one disappeared without any word, huh?
We need to run a new cable, sir. They're scrambling.
You're going to have to decide how many more wounded to evacuate. It takes the space of 7 standing men. Excuse me.
So I'm saying, and they wounded too, so that's more time and energy you gotta invest in them. I'm surprised there wasn't more of like an uproar.
There are 400,000 men on this beach, sir. Right, well, this mole stays open at all costs.
Better than standing out here when the dive bombs come.
It's impossible. We can't get near. We don't have enough small boats to ferry men to the destroyers.
The mole it is then, gentlemen.
Somebody alive on that? Watch me from a different country too. A rival country, probably the third person. But the third person was Britain, I think. British, I mean. I feel like that can't be the guy they shot down. Because that was a crazy fall.
Can't risk it.
Why is it like this man is walking on the moon? Like, oh, there we go. There's some more pep in this step. Don't have a gun, please, please, please. Oh, okay. Hopefully he's just cold. I was worried that he's like reaching in for a gun or something.
What's your name?
Hey, Killing, whatever, Oppenheimer? Killian Hayes, that's his name?
Tomorrow the 109?
No,
You think he got out?
I didn't see a shoot.
I think that was the dude.
Understood.
I think they're talking about Killian.
Alright, keep letting me know. My gauge took a bit of a knock about that.
Can you turn back?
No, I'm fairly confident it's just a gauge.
Blue eyes be looking dope. Is that all people? Oh, damn.
What about the wounded? Cut her loose and push her off. We can't let her sink at the mole.
All that work bringing homie there just to cut it loose. To be fair, what take him so long to even drive off? Is he an actor? I know he's in that one like cameo at the end of Eternals. This is why like I also like going to movies blind, because I like being surprised by who's in movies.
Do you want to come below?
That man's not British.
Set up to win.
He's the op.
Even be George. You would too if you'd been bombed.
U-boat.
Oh. PTSD type of thing.
Right, we're about 5 minutes out, so climb decent altitude. We dive down on the bus for about. Over.
Angels 2, over.
I can't tell. Did he just say he wants to stop soon to get more fuel, or is he saying to screw the more fuel? I hope it's the first part, because your thing's broken, bro. They wet themselves to act like they was a part of the crew, huh? Dog, is he like the main actor and this man spoke like 3 words this whole time? Maybe this movie just needs to grow on me more as it continues. Mid-progress report, I'm not really fucking with it, not gonna lie. What is this dude up to? Is he like a spy or something? Secret agent?
What's wrong with your friend?
Again, this man doesn't say nothing.
He's looking for a quick way out, in case we go down.
Every time I see Harry Styles, I just think of a song that he sung. It was One Direction. He said, I tried, but I'm not looking at you. What if that's not even Harry Styles? It's just someone who looks like him? Oh, I said Killian Hayes. His name is Killian Murphy, right? I feel like I'm getting names confused now. I feel like I want to look this. Oh, damn, I don't got my phone nearby.
We have to go to Dunkirk first.
I'm not going back. Look at it. Really?
Sorry, sir, this is my ship. You chose to get on my ship?
Well, let's plot a course. You can take your table out and warm up. Peter, we got space for a man to lie down.
Here.
Is he a coward, Mr. Dawson?
Lucas, I'm sorry. Hey, Killian Hayes is a basketball
He may
player.
never be himself again.
Killian Murphy. I don't remember which order I said. If I don't know if I said Killian Murphy first or Killian Hayes first, but they trying to lock him in there.
40 gallons for this one.
40 gallons, understood.
Anchor, 11 o'clock.
Fighters,
Yep, 109's up our starboard.
I'm on the bomber.
Got him, got him.
I think he's trying to get him before he gets the ship.
He's turning, you must have damaged her.
Where's the escort?
I got one in.
Ooh, I was about to say, what about the check and see if he got a teammate?
I'm going down.
I'm on him, bail out.
He's into the parachute.
Now the swell looks good, I'm ditching.
What? I just missed. I think he said the swam looks good. He's ditching. I don't entirely follow, but looks like he's not gonna. He didn't want to parachute anymore. Is that a missile? Torpedo? Oh yeah. Boom. Ooh, that water burst in there. All those people too. I can't be at sea, bro. This shit is too crazy for me, honestly. I just don't see the benefit of being in sea, honestly. That's just me though. Maybe I'm just a coward. Like cruises and stuff, like sound cool, but for what? Risk reward. What a hero. Oh god. Oh, that one torpedo just like clipped so many people. Think about how many people with stuff like sardines down there.
Spitfires, George. Greatest plane ever built.
That man's gonna have some trust issues. That's for locking that door.
Sweetest sound you could hear out here.
You open the door!
What have you done? Locked him in?
He about to shoot the door off. He gonna misinterpret.
Oh, we have a job to do.
This is a pleasure yacht. You're a man your age.
And my age dictate this war. Well, there won't be any home if we allow a slaughter across the channel.
Okay, he handled that better than I expected.
He's turning tail. I'm gonna get after him.
What's your fuel? You're at 15 gallons.
15 gallons, understood. Collins, are you right?
Is that a op? Imagine being the one person that's over. You see?
Piss off, the both of you! It's too crowded! You can't leave us! Some room! No!
What is it, a flashback?
Man, leave off, you'll capsize the boat. She's gone over twice on the way out here.
Okay, I'm confused now. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait till you get torpedoed, then do it!
You have life jackets?
Yes, they do!
Heading back to the beach.
Let's go to Dover!
Can't make it across the channel in this slant. We need to get back to the beach. You men in the water, float here. Save your strength. Get there! Pull! Get up! Pull!
There's no hiding from this, son.
What is it you think you can do out there on this thing?
I feel like he's hiding because he got a guilty conscience on how he handles something. Like that scene right there.
You have a gun?
Yes, of course. A rifle, a 303. You're an old fool. Turn it around.
I'm not turning around.
Turn it around!
He's gonna shoot him.
Down, mate! What have you done? You're all right, George. You're all right. Just gonna keep some pressure on. Can you hear me, George?
Wow, out of all ways to go out in a war, getting pushed down the steps and busting your head open. That's sad. Bro, this dude's still in the air, bro. You gotta go land. Get some more fuel. What the hell? Yeah, this movie made me yawn like 4, 5, 6 times already. I'm still holding out faith though. I'm still holding out faith. Don't be somebody on the other side of that cloud. So I wonder if like people just parole the skies and protect the boats. I never considered that before. I thought they was just en route to battle and they just naturally ended up fighting in the air on the way to battle. Never considered the whole objective to be defending the boats. Are we just not gonna explain how they got saved? Are we assuming that the dude went back and picked them up in the boat? He said there was no more room, right? It looked like he was holding on a string, but then might you just still assume that they went back like they said? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm still waiting on trying to figure out why this movie's so popular. This shit is ass. I might prefer Full Metal Jacket over this, I ain't gonna lie. But still holding out hope. Still holding out hope. Is he about to off himself? What's all that blowing from the white stuff on the sand? This kind of look nasty.
It's a pier. For when the water comes in. The tide's turning now. How can you tell? The body's come back.
Dog, I might be the first person in the world to rank Dunkirk a 5 or some shit, cause what is this? Say, hey, who eating all this? Oh, thought he was gonna basically wake up and see them eating without him.
Hey, Highlander! A boat! She's grounded!
You brave lad. You and Mr. Dawson.
Saving someone and him being responsible for the death of someone else who you care about is terrible.
I told my dad I've done nothing at school and that I would do something one day. Maybe get in the local paper. I can't see.
Oh, freak. Wow. My thing is, too, like, this movie was only 1 hour and 46 minutes, right? Like, so, like, I'm expecting, like, it don't got the duration to, drag stuff out and, like, play catch up and redeem itself. Like, it needs to be firing all cylinders off rip, no? I'm just assuming there's like a crazy like development towards the end, because there's no way this movie's consistently like this and it's as rated at, or talked about as highly as it is. Unless I'm bugging. Is this movie not popular? Like, am I just imagining that in my head?
There'll be one soon. After yesterday's losses, it's one ship on the mole at a time.
What the hell are they saving them for?
You can practically Seeing home doesn't help us get there, Colonel.
They've activated the small vessels pool.
Small boats can load from the beach, but I'd rather face waves than dive bombers.
That must be the worst. Having superior that's like not.
The Royal Engineers are building piers from lorries.
Having a superior that's not aligned with you on your vision.
I thought the tides were every 3.
Then it's good that you're Army and I'm Navy, isn't it? There. Vanquisher.
So that homie saw the ship with his bare eyes, and the other one needed binoculars to see it. Maybe he just wants to look closer.
Because we're outside the perimeter. Enemy could be right there.
Are they expecting a higher tide to bring the boat back in, or?
3 hours.
I usually don't feel like this during movies, but I think it's because I have to react to it that I'm like exerting energy having to talk about this and nothing's happening.
What? Should we turn back?
That's a Heinkel. They'll go for that minesweeper.
Hang on, should we stand by to pick up survivors?
To do that, we'd have to survive ourselves.
So homie a hero for real. He in the film when he don't need to be.
Talkative sod, aren't you?
Alright, Harry, relax. Go sing a song or something. Put us all at ease. He said, I try playing it cool. I think the tide is rising. Okay.
It's barely coming on.
Fuck's sake, I'm down.
Yeah, but how long?
You in a rush? You can answer the phone.
Spitfires!
So you rooting for the plane and she get knocked down by the other. About to suicide bomb into the plane. I mean, to the ship. He already going down.
Yeah! Smoke from the Spitfire!
Watch for a parachute!
That is some ish. You know, everyone's downstairs, so if there's any movement upstairs, it's someone you don't know. I said, shut the fuck up. They're gonna send up the dude with no gun.
You gentlemen! Dutch, to pick you up, to help you.
Came back. The time must be in.
More hours till we float. Hours.
Imagine you dropped a frag in there.
Rylance, are you ready?
And then before we saw him land, and then a ship coming closer, that was the ship. And this is him not responding to his boy. This movie's throwing me to maybe this is why it's popular. It's kind of like an Inception kind of thing, where it's like different timelines on timelines. See, I think that's the driver of this movie. I feel like that there's multiple things happening, and they're like overlaying it, so it's like confusing on like what the order things are happening in.
Dad, watch the engine. Dad, come on, there was no shooting.
He may be alive, maybe. May be able to help him.
Imagine. This will be the biggest learning lesson from that boy. Seeing homie actually alive still. He thought he was dead.
I don't know we're in here. Why else are they shooting at us? Target practice.
Wise man. I wonder why he wasn't responding to homie though. Like letting him know that he was gonna. He keeping his head on straight too, staying calm. Taking a piss. Or no, it's just the water coming in. Oh wait, but the tide goes up. When the tide comes up, is it gonna sink now?
We have to plug it. After you, mate.
Bro, if y'all don't just go up to the ladder and just start clapping it from above, maybe there's several of them. Maybe those slow shots had me thinking there's only like 1 or 2 people there, but that's probably a lot of them, honestly. Probably just screwed.
How do we get off?
Wait, yes.
Somebody needs to get off. I know someone who ought to get off. He's a German spy. Don't be daft. Have you noticed he hasn't said a word? If he does this with an accent thicker than sauerkraut sauce. Yeah. Tell me,
As if he didn't save his life like twice. Granted, if he's a German spy, he's a German spy, but...
Bloody frog! Little queue-jumping frog. How hard is it to find a dead Englishman on Dunkirk beach? He was just looking for a way off the sand like the rest of us. Was she still floating?
We know he's getting off.
We can't do that. He's French, he's on our side. It's not fair. Survival's not fair.
Oh, shit, Pete. Push through the bells of men.
Watch them all die except for those two. Because how the hell is one or two people gonna make a difference in that shit floating?
Somebody's got to get off so the rest of us can live. I'm going home. And if this is a price, go on! It's just the way it is.
This is stupid as hell, I'm not gonna lie, like... You thought I died. No, I can't believe this movie potentially taught me that these battles in the air were to defend the ships. One thing that I wish that and I remember learning it once, but I feel like it's never talked about enough, and maybe it's just because it's not as common as I like to think it is. Like, all these people in the water, like, imagine all those shark attacks and stuff, like.
They're right not moving them, but you've done the best one you can.
We've wasted the day. I share your frustration, Colonel. They're breaking through the dunes to the east. This is it.
I feel like this tactic just doesn't make sense. Like, all those guns, why don't you just go up the ladder and shoot back, you know?
What do you see? Home.
Oh my god, this movie's ass. I feel like I'm missing something. I might have to go on YouTube and... I feel like this... I don't even know if I want to put this on YouTube, honestly. I feel like I barely said anything about this whole movie. I feel like just nothing is happening. I feel like I'm misunderstanding, like, what's going on. In my head, like, those were the small ships he ordered to come pick them up. So everyone's cheering. Is it because they're excited to leave, or is that not the case? And these ships are, like, signifying that they won something. Please let me know in the comments, like, what the hype with this movie is, because I'm not seeing it. I don't even want to check how much left is in the movie, because I don't like to be informed of that kind of thing, but...
No, he's not.
That must be kind of cool, like, knowing that your boy's up there, like, he's cheering him on. Cool in the sense that, like, you could easily be like one of those kids and not know who's up there, but the fact that you know who's up there because you was up there too, and that's like your teammate is I feel like that's the cool part. I hope I'm not disappointing you on this reaction. I try to be honest. You gonna recognize some of them.
Oil, you're getting into oil!
I think he says he's getting into oil, meaning it's gonna be harder to steer and continue to have the boat move with the oil. Oh god, I'm like so disappointed. I thought I was saving the best for last. F around, it's the worst one.
On your road.
You just type it says reserve oil or something, or oil, gas. Abandoned ship. No duh. I'm confused, bro. And this is the boat that we saw people jump. Yo, this is a mine F. This is the boat we passed by when the guy was in the sky and people were jumping out. See, that's one thing that's cool about this movie. Like, I'm seeing like the overlap in scenes, but I'm just like really confused. Something chained to him or something? They know he's down there too. Like, damn. They don't give a F.
Listen, we have to get this far. You go below decks, you get off my boat, that's your choice.
Careful, careful down there. He's dead, mate. So be bloody careful with him.
Wow.
Will he be okay?
He's gonna go sick.
Good.
I'm like, why is he swimming towards it? Like, I'm just keeping my mouth shut. But I'm just watching this like stupidity, and I'm like, I'm missing something. Now, that's scary as hell. Especially when the ship is like long or wide as hell. So once you get stuck under, it's gonna take a lot to like swim around, and no, that's terrible. Cause that could be a thing, I guess. Like what I'm seeing now, like if there were to be like a certain part of the ship that is floating, I guess theoretically you can swim towards it to like hang on to the last bit.
It's coming back round! Come on, father, come on!
Damn, he got no vest on? What happened to his vest? Y'all wildin'. I can't swim that long. I can't even tread water. You assuming he know how to aim. I just jumping off and only miss. That'd be sick.
Come on, father, get under. Come on.
Shoot that. Oh, you wildin'. You shooting backwards? You can do that? He gonna land on them. Coño. Oh, it's gonna catch on fire. Oh, I did not even think about that. Wow, no, that didn't even register. They didn't drown in that, man. Is he... Alright, I'm not gonna use harsh words, but what is homie doing? Are you like stuck? I'm so confused on why you're just staying there. Yeah, nah, I'm not saying that. Yeah, this movie's ass. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This movie's garbage. Dude literally has the whole opportunity to swim out of his situation. Stays there. Watches it catch on fire. Fire is approaching him. He stays underwater still. And then the fire goes all around him. And then he comes up. Like, are you kidding me? What am I watching? That just put the nail in the coffin for me, to be honest. Damn, if only he had a horn. He's gonna crash into them?
Out of Dartmouth!
You watch the current of the mouth! And thank you!
He had a parachute, right? Is he looking because maybe he used it already? Was something else coming?
That's a fighter.
Listen for my instructions. Keep coming round, or he fires, he's got to drop his nose. I'll give you the signal. Wait for him to commit to his line.
This gotta be the longest airplane ride with no fuel ever.
How do you know that stuff anyway?
I knew he'd see us through.
You're already
My brother. He flew Hurricanes.
I feel like the dude in the air is his brother that he was talking about.
No, stay downstairs, please. We just want to see the cliffs.
So he saves you, asks you please to stay downstairs. You know, I'm bugging. It's me. They put their life out on the line. They can see whatever view they want. I'm bugging. My fault. I'm sorry. Almost made it to the very end without messing up the pause. Damn, that's unfortunate. Did we just disrespected him like that?
All we did is survive.
That's enough. That old bloke wouldn't even look us in the eye.
He was blind.
Come on, Private!
That man woke up and everybody left. He was shitting bricks.
Can't bear it. Can't bear it. They'll be spitting at us in the streets. They're not locked up waiting for the invasion.
Is he a beast and about to land it? Oh wow, I didn't even consider that.
Wars are not one.
I would have just landed in the water near my troops, no? And then just hop on the boat with them?
Our thankfulness at the escape of our army must not blind us. It's a colossal military disaster.
I can't believe this is the movie I just watched. I'm missing something.
We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend.
That's Venom, right?
We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. And even if this island or a large part of it was subjugated and starving, then our...
No way he landed in enemy territory. Well, he had his boys. Bro.
The new world, with all its power and might, steps forth to the rescue and the liberation of the old.
Written and directed by Christopher Nolan. Okay, I am so glad I'm done with this movie, but I feel like I'm missing something, so I don't want to speak too negatively about it for now. I'll hold my thoughts temporarily. Okay, I finished the movie, and I'm not even kidding you. That is probably one of the worst movies I plan to ever watch on this channel. IMDb, Dunkirk. There's no way. Okay, it was rated 7.8 out of 10. I thought it would be higher, but to me that's still way higher than it deserves. Okay, Allied soldiers from Belgium, the British Commonwealth and Empire, and France are surrounded by German army and evacuated during the first battle in World War II. Yeah, 7.8, huh? IMDb. Yeah, I expected it to be ranked higher, so that's probably my fault. But yeah, 7.8 is definitely not that high, honestly. But let me get into my review. So like my initial reactions, I am very disappointed. I want to, and I think I said this already, so I want to say this is probably one of the worst movies I plan on reacting to on my channel. One of the worst movies I've seen all year. But and I'm obviously saying it, but like I have a slight reservation in the back of my head just because there's just no way this movie was that bad. Like I have to be missing something. Like that's literally my initial impression. Like I could have sworn this movie was so popular and so talked about. So the fact that I just watched it and saw what I saw, I feel like there just has to be something that I'm missing. I feel like it has to be me, not the movie. And so I am gonna say what I want to say during this review, just in case if this is all the movie is. But just know that I'm gonna say all of this with the reservation of me missing something. So essentially, after recording this, I am going to probably watch on YouTube explanation about the movie and maybe dive deeper into how popular it really is and see if it kind of clears anything up for me. But for the purposes of this review, I have to react to what I saw, and I won't have the ability to have that insight beforehand. So yeah, I did not like this movie. I'll be honest, I did not. I chose this movie because I thought it was popular and a great movie. Like I said, okay, there's a few more movies I want to see. I want to see what is it, Full Metal Jacket. I want to see Fury. I want to see Hacksaw Ridge. I want to see Dunkirk. Like these movies, the artwork looks sick. Like I could have sworn everyone talked about it, and I like movies to begin with, so add it to the list. And I'm just like, yo, are you kidding? Like I yawned like 10 times in that movie, and I feel like there's some people out there that love this movie, and I genuinely apologize. Because I feel like there's times where I would watch a movie, I love a movie, and recommend it to people, and they'd be like, yo, this movie's ass. And it just breaks my heart, because it's like, you could just say you didn't like the movie. You don't got to go crazy. But here I am going crazy, because it's like, what was that? Like, I am so confused on what the whole plot was. Like, it was just escaping the German army. Like, there was time, oh my God. Like you got the whole scene where homie in the freaking like a whole bunch of them in that boat, acting like they're not there. And so then they shooting. I guess the Germans are shooting the boat, like target practice, ruining the boat. And I'm like, okay. Me personally, I probably would go up the ladder, kill those Germans so they can stop ruining the boat, because the boat's gonna sink eventually if you keep letting them shoot it. But that's just me. And then they are like, no, be quiet, because they don't know we're here. And then eventually start making noise, and someone gets shot, and they start screaming, so it becomes evident that someone's there. So they start shooting more, and they're trying to be quiet and not doing anything. And then it starts flooding a lot, and they're like, okay, now let's try to plug the holes. And as they're plugging the holes, they're getting shot. And it's just like, oh, what the heck? Wait, I think I just accidentally moved not accidentally, I moved something. And a like sign pulled up on my Patreon. Oh, can you guys see that? What happens if I go down? That might be like a new feature with OBS Studios. I just updated it before this video. I don't know what that was. But yeah, so then eventually they start plugging the holes and getting shot. Anyways, so if you're gonna get shot, why not just go up and shoot back? But I'm like, okay, whatever. And then they do all of that work just to say abandon ship. Then you got a homie like underwater for 5 hours, and he just like looked like he panicking underwater, but he just there. And people swimming around, whatever the case may be. And then the freaking plane crashes and catches the oil on fire. And instead of getting out of the water, like swimming away or whatever the case may be, he's literally still treading underwater, not even treading on top of water. He's still basically drowning himself. Then the fire goes around him, and then he comes up for air, and I assume dies. Like, come on, like, there's no way. Like, there was just so many like idiotic things that I personally feel that were idiotic in this movie that I was just like, what are you doing? Oh. So what thoughts does this movie spur? What do I think about? I think I'll be honest, like when I was watching it, I was just, the biggest thoughts for me was just like, what am I watching? Is this movie gonna get better? I'll be honest, like I can try to muster some actual content that made me think of things, and like, oh, like those people on the boat, right? The old man and the two kids. Like, okay, like this movie makes me wonder, like, what is their reasoning on like going out of their way to help people? It seemed like he said he has a son that serves and is a pilot, and or at least the older guy said that if these people could fight for us, why can't we? So that kind of sentiment. And so it seems like he's like a real patriot to his country. But like, I don't know, like that's like as far as I can get really for what this movie makes me think about. Outside of this movie, it was just not my cup of tea. And I'm gonna try to be more respectful with my critique of the movie in terms of just saying it's not a cup of tea and not that it's trash or anything. Just because I know this movie probably is much more popular than it seems to me as of right now. So I do want to have that reservation on figuring out what I'm missing. So I'm just gonna keep it like that, like for that answer to that question. So what feelings did it create? You can imagine what feelings this movie created for me. I would say disappointment, anger, and decision making. I'm a big decision making kind of guy. It's one of the reasons why I love movies and don't really watch too many shows, because movies for the most part are solid and don't have many illogical things when it comes to decision making. It seems more realistic with the decision making people make in movies versus shows. The freaking people like to draw out shows and make them longer than they should be, and so they do stupid things to continue the show duration. So that being said, this movie, I felt like I couldn't come to terms with some of the decision making. What moments, characters, or ideas resonated with me, and why was I able to connect? I'm gonna keep it a buck and just get right to the point. Like, none of it, no moments, no characters, no ideas resonated with me. There was no resonation coming. I'll just be honest and keep it like that. Favorite moment? I'll be honest and say that I didn't really have one. I think 2 moments that I want to highlight as being cool, and I think I'm forgetting one for sure, but one that I thought was cool was towards the very beginning, when I guess the main character that barely said anything, now that I think about it again, and the other guy were like helping people get out of the water when that initial boat was sinking. They jumped into the water to get wet and come out to make it look like they were part of that crew that were going to escape on that boat. So I thought that was just brilliant and smart thinking, and I was just really proud of myself for catching that. And then the second part that I want to highlight that wasn't quite, again, not quite my favorite because I didn't like this movie at all, but something that I thought was interesting was when homie saw his friend die on that boat, and like how he just handled some of the scenarios or conversations he was having about like Killian was like, oh, is he all right? And he was like, yeah, he's all right. Like choosing to like take that approach. Or like when Harry Styles is downstairs and he was like, oh, be careful with him. He's like, bro, he's dead. And he was like, so be careful with him. And like just like seeing like that like decision making and like thought process and how he carried himself, I thought was pretty cool. I like those 2 parts. Not quite enough to say favorite, but gotta talk about something positive about this movie, honestly. Least favorite moment. I think I pointed that out already. Like I, for the most part, didn't like this movie at all. But some of the parts that annoyed me the most, I think I already pinpointed. So I'm not gonna harp on that again. Does this movie impact my life? If so, how? I guess with all war movies at this point, I would just say that this is a situation that happened for people in the world and in the past and some people currently. So it just impacts my life by just showing me that this is something that's possible, and I'm fortunate to be in a situation where I don't have to be some of these people. So I think that's just the only impact that I would like to just reiterate for this part of the review, because outside of that, I can't really think of much. Biggest takeaway. Oof. I'll probably say the biggest takeaways. Not all Christopher Nolan films hit. That's my biggest takeaway. And to be fair, I didn't even know he directed this movie until the very end. So, not one of the reasons why I picked it. Would you rewatch this movie? I'll be very honest and say, from like the first 5 minutes, and then frequently throughout the movie, I told myself, I kept thinking about this question in particular, and was like, yeah, I would not want to watch this movie again. And I stand by that. I think the only way I would rewatch this movie again is based on feedback I get in the comments about like, yo, you missed this, or this is what this meant, and this is why this is such a good movie. And that, in combination with anything I find out on YouTube that might better explain what the hell I just watched, I think those would be the only ways that I would rewatch this movie. Or if like I told a friend like, yo, I watched it and I wasn't liking it, and they're like, no, you're bugging, like this movie was so good, let's watch it again. Like I think those would be the only situations where I would purposely rewatch this movie, because I did not enjoy it, but I think I'm missing something. I feel like there's no way this movie is as popular as it seemed to be for it to be this uninteresting. So that's my reservation for that question. And so now, jumping into the famous rating, where I rate movies on a scale of 1 through 11, 11 just being for the utmost spectacular, life-changing, Mount Rushmore type movies that I enjoy watching. On a scale of 1 through 11, I rate this movie a 4. I think that's like a decision that I was debating for the whole duration of the movie, and it took up until me answering the question on what I would really rate the movie, because the whole time I'm like, am I rating this a 5? Am I rating this like a 3? Like, what am I gonna rate it? And I think it's more of like a game time decision on just rating it a 4, because like I genuinely did not enjoy this movie at all. Like I sat, waited, and expected something that just never came, and I do want to be honest in my review about it. I don't want to rate it like a 7, like IMDb, for example, because there's movies that I enjoy way more that I would give a 7. And this one is not it. So yeah, I'll rate this movie a 4. Hope that I'm not disappointing people in that, but I'm just gonna keep it a buck and be honest with my rating. And as I learn more about it and I watch it again, maybe that will change. Hopefully it will change, but for my initial reaction, definitely can't give it higher than the 4. And with that is my reaction and my review to Dunkirk. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Odds are you guys probably didn't, unless you're one of the people who also did not like this movie and wanted someone in mainstream media to agree with you. You're probably was waiting like, yes, finally someone who doesn't like this movie. If you're one of those, then you probably enjoyed my reaction. If you're one of the people that were like, oh my god, I can't wait for him to watch this movie, it's so good, and you're watching my reaction and it's not what you expected, then you probably did not enjoy my reaction. And I'm quite frankly like wondering how long, if I would even post this on YouTube, to be honest, how long it would even be, because I feel like I barely talked, because like they barely talked, and I'm just like, not that it's bad, because there's movies that I've seen where they talk even less and that I enjoy way more, but it's just like this one in particular, I don't want to harp on this too much, but hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys didn't, please let me know why down below. If you guys did, let me know why below. And if you want to see more like this, please like, comment, subscribe to make sure the YouTube algorithm is definitely recommending my shows or my movies, so that way people like you can tap in and enjoy what I'm trying to offer to the YouTube community. I definitely want to make, one of the reasons why I made this channel is because I'm big on collaboration and community, and really like having like a book club vibe, but with movies, because I love watching movies. So if you guys are really enjoying these movies, feel free to share them too, because I really want to get into the community of things where people come to my channel and to talk about movies on a deeper level, rather than just having oh, here's my reaction, I like the movie, bye. Like I really want to get deeper into the weeds on these movies, and so would really appreciate if you guys kind of answer some of these questions down below, like some of the I'll leave in the description the 11 questions I often ask myself after I watch these movies. But if there's any questions that you guys think I should start asking myself as I watch these movies, please let me know down below as well. Again, I get long-winded at these things, but yeah, if you enjoyed, if you want to see the full-length reaction, highly recommend you check out my Patreon. I'll link that down below. And if you want to see other standalone movies like this one, click somewhere on the screen. It's gonna pop up somewhere here. Thank you for your time today. I know you could be doing anything right now, but you chose to watch my video, so strongly appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.